Hello, friends. So many times when I'm working with clients, one of the biggest things that comes up is trusting themselves and how to make choices or follow the energies that are really for their highest good and that will help them get to where they want to be in their lives. So often we actually doubt that. We question, we have fears around something, and so it can be really tricky to discern which is the heart, which is the mind, which is our intuition, right? As our chickens and roosters agree. So that's one of the things that we all hear about often all the time about intuition, and it may sound like just something that's interesting and I'm curious about that, but it's really much more important than we might think, because it is like our internal barometer of how to proceed in any sort of decision, in any sort of path in life. And it's not all bad. If we make the wrong decision, we'll often be course corrected and find energies, people, things happening kind of trying to nudge us back in the right direction. But it can be really difficult to try to uncover or tap into that inner voice that is our highest self, that are our spirit guides, our angels, or however you want to conceive of it. That place, that knowing in our body or from our hearts of how to proceed. So what I often like to suggest to clients is to start really connecting with the ego first and identify how that ego voice, which is really, it's our identity, it's our consciousness, it's about, it wants us to be safe, it's rational, it's logical, it's really goal-oriented, but it also contains a real negative side, trying to keep us in our comfort zone, trying to keep us from what's unfamiliar, fears, doubts, self-defeating thoughts, worries, all of that stuff, the protective, often negative ego. My dog is here joining me. The animals love this sort of stuff. So when we can kind of get a handle on how the ego speaks, what it wants, it's usually long, drawn-out analytical phrases, then we can start to then be like, okay, well, whatever is a loving feeling, or maybe it's a thought that pops in my head, or maybe it's a sign I see, like literally could be a sign that is trying to guide me in the right direction, that actually might be my intuition. So this is kind of encompasses so much of what I do here in Soulful Work Intuitive Consulting. And I'm Rachel Horton White, as some of you may or may not know, is help people to learn to trust their intuition, to open their third eye, to tap into forms of spirit, to clear away the fear, doubt, worry of the ego, to clear away beliefs that may not be serving them. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. Meditation is the number one way to start, clearing our mind, to really do some writing and targeted separation from ego. Of course, a really deep way is through hypnotherapy and regression, but you can also just do that through writing exercises and asking yourself, where did that come from? Where might I have heard that? Usually it's a parent, as wonderful as they may have been or not. How did that affect me at the time? How is that continuing to affect me? And how do I want to be? And how is that holding me back? So all of these things kind of encompass together in an offering that I'm so excited to share with you, which is an Intuition Development 101 class, which I invite you to check out and see if it resonates with you. We'll be moving through 5 weeks of material, of videos, meditations, past video teachings that are long teachings of past classes I've taught in that area. Learning about forms of spirit, learning about ego, learning about how to quiet the mind, energy and how energy and vibration works, and also how to read the Akashic Records, which is one of the most powerful ways to really tap into intuition in the dimension of our soul, our past lives, our purpose, lessons we're here to learn in this incarnation. It's just a very healing space of healing, information, past timelines, future timelines. It's one of the primary modalities I use when I do intuitive readings for clients. So check it out, see if it resonates. Look forward to seeing you there. And if you have any questions at all, please feel free, as always, to reach out. Many blessings.